All right, let me allow you to meet my guests on Sports. Now, let me start from far right. Far right. You know this guy. He's always here, and he's been so consistent, and he's a very happy man because chess is getting the attention that he wants everywhere. Chess was trending, and I saw him on Twitter celebrating the fact that chess was trending worldwide. So Tunde Ogunshiku, Tunde Ogunshiku, good to have him with us once again on Sports Tonight.
Always good to be here.
And of course, I have another expert in the house joining us for the first time on the show, but definitely not his last. Yinka Adewole is not just an expert. He's putting his money where his mouth is. He sponsors chess, he plays chess, and he does a lot to make sure that chess is everywhere.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where do we start? You are the former
Yes, I was
president of Chess Players Association of Nigeria.
That's correct.
You were the immediate past president.
Yes.
All right. Let's start with that. I'm impressed that chess players can come together and organize competitions, run a season for themselves to popularize the game. I'm really impressed with that. What's the driving force behind all of your involvement? I know some of those guys who play chess, play darts, who play all these bar sports are big boys. They are big boys. You are able to just put all these things together.
We just look at it that if government cannot help us, we can actually help ourselves. As you know, that the game of chess is about strategy. So we try to look backward and say, okay, how can we help ourselves as a body? And that's what actually led to Chess Players Association of Nigeria, called CPAN, coming together. I happen to be the second president of the Chess Players Association of Nigeria, being elected into the position. And during my tenure, I actually also tried my best to see, how can we actually move this chess to the next level? And that's also what led to the birth of the tournament.
What has been a challenge for you so far? Apart from government not really giving the kind of support that you would have wanted, what has been the challenge for you, the journey so far in all that you guys have been doing?
The major challenge in Nigeria is actually awareness and sponsorship. But thank you for what the Channels is actually doing for us, creating the awareness. So
is this guy? You should thank this guy.
I should thank two of you.
And of course, Channels team.
Exactly.
Channels team for giving us the platform.
Yes,
exactly.
It's fantastic. So he's actually getting down to the grassroots that is expected. Yes.
So let me bring you in the grassroots. By grassroots, I mean primary schools now.
Yes.
The lowest level.
Exactly.
That's I know you've been talking about it. Primary schools, kids, everybody getting involved.
Exactly.
It's really tasking.
Yeah, it is tasking, but at the same time, it's always worth it at the end. And this is one of the major goals. We want to see chess develop, and we understand the fact that it's not just about the older generation. It's right now, it's about the younger generation. All over the world, what they are looking at is developing the young lads and ensuring that they get the best training to eventually help them to become the best they can be in the sport. So that's exactly what we are looking at and doing.
What's this the grand finale, the event you're here to talk about? What's it all about? What is at stake? Talk to us about it some more.
Okay, maybe I should take you backward to how the whole thing actually started. It happened to be one of my New Year resolution. That was December, that I want to achieve something this 2016. So I talked to like 3 other people who actually also buy into that particular dream. And the dream was, I look at the ratings. The rating is what you use to determine the strength of chess players worldwide, which is FIDE is actually Saudi responsibility of doing that rating. So I look around, I see we have only 17 players who are rated in Nigeria, who are blitz rating in Nigeria, and I see how can I have an impact. So I decided to actually have a monthly tournament whereby at the end of the year I'll be able to actually set a goal of 100 additional players for myself. So as we speak right now, I haven't done 10 editions. We've achieved 117 rated players, which means we've achieved 100.
You met your target.
So obviously I'm going to surpass it because by come the grand finale, we're going to have more. The grand finale is actually to bring the top 5 players of each of the edition together, and let's know who is the champion of champions at the end of the day. So that's the whole idea of the grand finale.
Where is this taking place, sir? Let me bring you in.
Well,
when and where, because that's huge.
Well, the final edition of the Maxton tournament, Blitz tournament, will be holding tomorrow at Maxton Hotel and Suites, Maryland.
That's where you always do it every month.
Yes, that's where it holds every month. But at the same time, he would have to tell us when the date is that they are going to be holding the grand finale, because that is...
When are you proposing? When are you proposing?
Well, we are looking at December 17th for now.
Okay.
We are still trying to fine-tune where the venue will be, because being a grand finale, we are going to have 2 tournaments going on side by side, the champion of champion and the regular. So we think that particular location might not be suitable for the number of people we are looking at. So we are trying to consider some other location, talking to Chevron, talking to Lagos Country Club for now. So until we are
provided the venue.
Yes, to provide us the venue.
Okay, so once you are decided, we'll definitely on this show,
yes.
we'll talk about it. Let's go back to the issue of the grassroots now. Let me bring you in now on how we can get this down to the primary schools, make it sustainable, and somehow still try to get government's attention. Because yesterday we ran a story, the Honorable Minister of Sports making some donation of sports equipment, of course, through the Nigerian Sports Lottery Fund to 48 public schools in Plateau State, in Jos. Chess is part of it, and we need to get that government support to be able to make that kind of impact all across Nigeria.
Exactly.
Yeah. Obviously, from what we have seen so far, there has been a great improvement in terms of, well, I started playing chess at the age of 23, while you have young people who are playing chess at the age of 5, 6, 7.
There was a 7-year-old guy that you brought one time.
We have a lot of young guys now. Where we have this league where SIPAN actually just ran it up. We have a under 16-year-old beating somebody who has been playing chess for ages. So, which means it's actually working. Having the grassroots is actually working. You have recently there was a tournament where you have over 500 students playing chess in Lagos here. Yeah. So, which means it's impacting, and we are also seeing results coming out of it. You see under 16 challenging someone that has been playing chess for 20-something years. So it means it's actually working. So the commitment is there on the part of some chess players, on the part of some sponsors, on the part of some people that also teach chess.
But we can call them the stakeholders.
Yeah, the stakeholders. Yeah, also a stakeholder. He's a stakeholder. Have a stakeholder with him. They're all stakeholders. So we have all these people coming together, playing their role. So, but we also want the government out there to do more support, because like our federation will tell us that we don't have support from the government. And that's what the federation tells us, Nigeria Chess Federation. No funds. So and they cannot perform miracles.
Some of the under 16 on the screen right there participating in the Chess Players Association of Nigeria's Chess League. It was very, very interesting. The Lekki Chess Club.
I like this young. I like seeing these young ones get involved very early in their lives. I mean, they can go. They'll go very far.
Well, our plan is not just for them to go far in chess, but at the same time using chess to impact their personal lives in whatever field they are going to be going into. This is our plan. This is our dream. This is our vision. And I trust that with everything that we're putting in place, all these things are going to be eventually finalized and come to fruition.
All right, let's go above very quickly, because my producer says we need to touch up on a few issues before we wrap it up. Let's go abroad.
Yes.
The Women's Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Women's Grand Prix that's going
FIDE
on.
Women's Grand Prix that is ongoing right now in Russia. Nino Bashavili is actually leading the tournament right now with 4.5 out of a possible 6. Losing just one, that's on your screen, losing just one and eventually drawing and winning the others. And following up is Alexandra Kostenuk, who lost to her, but at the same time, she is doing fine for herself. She has also lost just one game and Gunina over there. A lot of ladies are really
these young ladies. Where are our ladies?
Well, our ladies will eventually grow into all this, because that is what some people are looking at for next year. A lot of things for the ladies next year, a lot of things for the under-16s next year, a lot of things that will be going on in the chess industry for all these guys next year. And I am telling you right now that next year is going to be big.
All right, we'll be here with you to make sure that it's big, and of course with Yinka as well. We'll also see how many more hundreds of Nigerians can get into this rating. Let's close with the World Chess Championship.
Yes,
it was trending. I saw you were talking about Magnus Carlsen. You told him to dig deep and fight back, and he did it.
And he did it. Yes, it was very good for the chess world to see the world champion actually coming out of his shell to eventually win yesterday. A lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people have been like, is this guy really going to come out of his shell and play like the Carlsen that everyone knows him to be? But finally he did yesterday, and he eventually equaled the score at 5-5 right now after 10 possible games, and it's going to go down to the wire. 2 more games to go. Today was a rest day. Tomorrow they continue, and then eventually we'll see if the game goes down to the Rapids or the Blitz, and well, we'll see who the new or
whether the man will retain his title.
Exactly.
All right, so that's something for us to look forward to.
Exactly.
We'll definitely talk about this more. Next week we'll be giving a review of the Chess World Championship. Yinka, to wrap up this show, now I'm going to allow you to have the last word, because we don't see you all the time. You're here for the first time, but I'm sure this is not your last. We still see a lot more of you. Just talk to the people. A lot of Nigerians interested in chess for their kids because of the benefits of chess. Helps you with mathematics, with physics, with thinking, and all of that. Just make an appeal to them and encourage those who are almost giving up hope that support is not coming.
Okay, well, maybe I should just start this by saying that I never taught my 7-year-old boy how to play chess. And this guy went to the school, played chess, and he beat, and they said, you will be the next representative of our team. So what chess actually does for you is that it assists you in planning. It assists you in strategizing. If you be the best strategist, if you're actually a chess player. And of course, it's also guide you on how to implement your strategy. So you talk about implementation, and at the end, you talk about execution. That's why on the board, we have different phases. You have the opening,
kinds of
you have the mid-game, you have the end game. So it's planning, execution, planning, implementation, and execution. So that is what chess is all about. And that is applicable to us in our life, in our workplace, in everything we do.
All right.
Thank you very much. Sir.
Yeah. So Yinka, thank you so much for saying that. And we have to wrap it up on this note. This is the execution point for us. But it's not the end. We'll be back on Monday with a bigger and a better package. Enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye now.